Check.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it. That's fine.
His
What
is
I've
the
been
back.
saying doesn't matter. But
Alright, I mean,
there's
it's
not going to
something
be any audio on the front of it at all. There's going to be nothing.
awesome.
But it doesn't matter. You guys have been talking a
Um,
little bit more than me, so it's fine.
But like, also too, like Robert Pattinson, fantastic in this role. But like, Adam Sandler had more to do in Uncut Gems, and Adam Sandler just brought it. Like, that's like a top. That might be his greatest performance of all time.
I mean,
So
yeah,
like,
for sure.
I think that's why, like, because as good as Robert Pattinson is in Uncut Gems, like Adam Sandler, I don't know. There's something about that role where it's like I don't see a single flaw in that. He just portrays it so well. And in this, there's some moments where I was like, okay, but it may have been just more of the writing style. Like they're still, like you said, Eric earlier, trying to like figure themselves out some.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, Uncut Gems had a budget of 19 million, so they could go to more places,
Yeah.
do more sets.
But I don't think the set pieces hurt this movie at all. I think the set pieces worked perfectly for what this movie was trying to be. You know what I mean?
But Jimmy was saying like Adam Sandler could do more shit. Like,
but I don't think the set pieces are what hurt Robert Pattinson's performance. I think it's the writing. Like,
but I think also Uncut Gems though it had more characters, and even you cared about more of the characters. Like,
yeah, none of
and
the
here you
people
don't
in this
really-
movie. Yeah. Go ahead.
Because I mean, like Robert Pattinson is not like redeemable.
Not
like-
even in the slightest.
In the end, they try to make it seem like, oh, he did the right thing type thing or whatever, but he was already caught. It's not like.
But I don't think the psychiatrist is telling the audience that. I think he's telling Nicholas that because he wants Nicholas to remain calm, right? And to not blame
Yeah.
himself. But I don't think for a second that the writing is trying to make us think that he's redeemable at all. Because we literally saw him, mortally wound a security guard.
I mean, he
Yeah.
uses and abuses people the whole movie.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, I don't think that that's the directors telling us, like, hey, he's still a good guy, though, you know?
Mhm.
He went to
But-
jail for his brother.
Like, it's a cool movie, but it's weird in that fact where it's like, even at the end of it, it's just like nothing truly good came out of this. Like,
I mean, that's the same thing that happened in Uncut Gems, though.
yeah, but at least like Adam Sandler's wife, who was a good woman, doesn't have to deal with her shitty ass husband anymore.
I mean, but she stayed married to him just because of the optics, you know?
Yeah, he was a terrible person too, though. He's not even redeemable either. I guess
No,
that's how
he's
they do
not.
in movies. The main person
unredeemable
you're following
characters.
is a shitbag.
But I kind of like that. I kind of like, a main character who I'm not supposed to root for. Because the whole time, I wasn't rooting for him at all. Like,
No, I feel bad for everybody that comes in contact.
yeah, like,
Like straight from this get go, like he pops into that session and it's chaos.
yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck are you doing with my brother? Come on, you don't believe in this shit. Let's get out of here."
Yeah, like,
I
he
already
literally
knew
tells
this guy
him-
was a dirtbag.
He's like, you think you're one of those people? Like,
And as they walk by a guy who is, like, very clearly also mentally ill.
yeah.
So, a cool thing about that is that scene, the opening scene, is actually from a different project that the Safdie brothers put together that never got picked up. And so that character, Nick, is from that previous, like, movie that they were pitching that just never got picked up. And they had to merge these two worlds. So they essentially, what they did was they were writing emails between Robert Pattinson's character, and Robert Pattinson was doing it, and Benny Safdie as Nicholas, and they were in character for months, writing back and forth to each other to try to, like, merge the world and make it seem like they're actual brothers. And that's why their, like, chemistry is so good in the movie, because they did, like, a ton of legwork leading up to that first scene with Connie in it. It's awesome.
So what's interesting about the writer though is so he wrote and edited Uncut Gems as well.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he collabs with them.
Yeah, he also did Heaven Knows What, which is another one of their films.
That was the one, I think, before this one.
yeah,
maybe.
that one in 2014.
Yeah, and this
Yeah.
was in 2017. So it was Heaven Knows What that made Robert Pattinson be like, can I be in a movie with you guys, please?
Anything.
I just don't want to be a vampire anymore.
I can jump fences.
I can threaten to beat a dude's ass. Anything.
I'm good with dogs.
Is this when this movie come out?
2017.
So what else did he do?
Damn, bro, you just turned your brain off, huh? When I was doing the whole spiel earlier.
Yeah, 100%.
That is actually the second week in a row that you've done that.
2014 to 2018 independent films and critical acclaim. That's his wiki.
I mean, yeah. When did the
wanna know
last Twilight movie come out? 2012? 13?
Yeah, 2012.
Yeah.
Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2, is that the last one?
Yeah. So I mean, he left the mainstream and was just like, I'm gonna just do indie shit. I want all the indie shits.
But is this the first one that's like people started taking him serious?
No.
Or is it one of these other films before?
I feel like it's probably one of the ones before.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because like I haven't seen any of those movies.
Yeah, but those are probably like
Z.
Those are probably like deep cuts, you know?
The Lost City of Z, I think, has like a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like that's probably
Yeah, I don't think this might be his first good one though. Now that I'm looking at it, because none of these other ones, look like I've seen anything about it.
Yeah, Lost City is the only one I've heard about it, and it's only because it's the guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Right.
Oh no, it has an 86%.
Really?
Damn, you just lying, dude. Out your ass.
Fucking slander.
Yeah. It has Charlie Hunnam, Tom Holland, and Robert Pattinson. So.
Oh, what is this movie about?
It looks like it's based off a book. I don't know, like the name just reminds you of a book name or some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, audience has hated it, but it's an adventure biography.
Oh, okay.
Because it has an 86.
It is based off a book, yeah.
Huh. I mean,
it's about a British explorer, a journey into the Amazon.
He
like
honestly,
Indiana Jones.
He honestly has not done a ton of movies though between the end of Twilight and right now.
I think he lost the love of acting though. Is what happened. So he kind of was.
Really?
I mean, they were shitting on him. Like they were saying how bad of an actor him and Kristen Stewart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they both ended up doing like some good independent projects. Like people hated them for so like they're like, oh, the shitty actors. Like, dude, it's fucking it's a young adult novel. What do you want from them?
Hey, they could have acted better when he was like, "Ride me, monkey," or whatever the hell he said to her.
Hey, there's no way you can make that be cool unless it's like Tarzan.
And even then,
yeah.
I think I want to say my first Robert Pattinson film was
Lighthouse.
Good, yeah, Lighthouse.
That's wild as hell.
Did you see Harry Potter?
No, I watched Good Time before Lighthouse. Never mind.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
How many times have you seen this
Harry
movie?
Potter movies?
Is he in a Harry Potter movie?
He's in the
Yeah,
third one.
Cedric Diggory.
But like, he's not even really that big of a role though. His biggest thing is that he gets fucking murked.
Yeah, but
That's about it.
Like he's like the. I mean, he's obviously not as big as the other people, but he's a major role in that.
No, he plays a major role in the overarching story, but he's really not in it that much. He's like a dick every once in a while. Like every 20 minutes, he's like kind of a dick, kind of not a dick to Harry, and then that's it.
I mean, Harry's trying to steal his fucking thunder. Harry should have never been in the Tri-Cup tournament, all right?
He didn't put his name in the Goblet of Fire!
He didn't have to do the tournament.
Yes, he did. That's like a thing.
Nah, dude. If Harry fucking went home, what are they gonna do?
Don't they die or something?
No, this is not like the fucking unbreakable bonds they do.
Man, why are you talking to me like it's crazy that they would have an unbreakable bond? They're in there fighting a fucking dragon and you're talking shit to me because I thought this goblet was important? Look it up. You're full of
shit. If they were in Harry Potter, they'd be like, all right, bro, you can leave.
Yeah, they would have just been like, bro, you can leave. They wouldn't have been like, well, we got to let him compete, guys.
Yeah.
You know, he did get his name pulled.
Shit, there's a whole thing about it. I don't know what it is, like off fucking top of my dome.
So, I guess let's get into it because I'm gonna read this thing to you guys that I found on Reddit because it was super super interesting and I had to look it up to make sure that I knew what had happened was really what had happened.
I don't really trust Reddit.
Dude, you're like, it's like I feel like it was like the first time you're hyped, dude. Like,
I mean, this movie was
shit.
fucking rad. I thought this movie was so fucking cool. Like, this movie is the kind of movie that makes you believe in the magic of filmmaking. Because, like,
and especially because they shot it on film.
Dude, I also looked that shit up. I was like, good time shot on film, question mark?
Well, because at the end I saw Kodak and I was like, what? Kodak?
They shot the
Kodak
whole bitch.
moment.
So, in the scene when the dude from Captain Phillips is
Who's
being
that?
assaulted inside of the haunted
Amusement
house
park?
thing,
Oh yeah.
and the guy opens the bottle and pours the acid in his mouth. Okay, this is what we're talking about here, because that scene's really fucked up. Like, I don't know if you guys know how fucked up it is.
I mean, I get why they did it, though.
The dude woke up fucking talking gibberish.
Well, he was speaking gibberish, but in Somalian. So he wasn't even just speaking gibberish. His brain couldn't make English words because it was so fucked up. And so he started speaking gibberish in his native language.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Good time spoilers is what they subtitled it with. So I'm sure we all recall the scene where Ray dumps an obscene amount of LSD down the unconscious security guard's mouth from the soda bottle. Not only does he ingest the LSD orally, but it lands all over his face, where it can be absorbed through the eyes, nostril, and skin as well. For those unfamiliar with the drug, one tab is usually 1/4 of an inch by 1/4 of an inch and contains 100 micrograms of LSD. Okay, 100 micrograms is the normal dose for LSD. It's simply a small piece of paper that's been dipped in the liquid, and we saw that in the movie, right? He took the eyedropper, and he would drop one drop on the tab, and then you put it on your tongue, and then you start to trip a little bit after that. What the security guard was dosed with is absolutely unimaginable. For reference, a thumbprint dose is when someone covers the bottom of their thumb with raw Xtal, the crystal form of LSD, before it's been diluted into a liquid, and takes it. Usually these doses consist of 1,000 micrograms of LSD. Those who have taken these heroic doses, I don't know why the fuck this Redditor called it heroic.
I mean, it's heroic to go for it.
These heroic doses call the experience indescribable. Some attempts to put the experience into words often resort to what they think death would be like. The come up is almost instant as opposed to an hour. The high intensifies at a rapid rate until you essentially black out. Nothing you perceive after a certain point is able to be articulated with words or recollected properly from memory. The dose lasts about 12 to 15 hours until you have come down into consciousness, still tripping immensely. The overall effects of the trip could last 24 to 48 hours, and there's a very high chance you don't really quite ever come all the way down from it. What I mean by that is, you will most likely have severe HPPD, hallucinogenic persisting perception disorder, for life. The symptoms of that are essentially having permanent visual hallucinations for the rest of your fucking life.
What the fuck?
So,
That's from a thumb, but this dude fucking
that's from
gulped it down.
fucking thumb, bro.
I knew.
Go ahead.
I knew it's just seeing it. I was like, that dude's dead.
He should have died 100%.
So, in this last paragraph, we're going to get to just how much this dude estimated how much LSD this guy took. In the film, the security guard is dosed in straight laying solution, and the amount looks to be the equivalent of several hundred tabs of LSD. I would say 500 tabs, optimistically speaking. The way they depicted his reaction to it was incredibly spot on. He was awake shortly after he was knocked unconscious. It was in a state of total fear and confusion. As you can tell by accent, English is not his first language. The actor is Somalian. So he is shouting in a strange Somalian gibberish. This is pretty neat detail given the state he's in. His brain would resort to his native tongue, but still not be able to speak words coherently, let alone make any sense of what is happening to him. While LSD itself can't outright kill you, depending on body chemistry, a dose like this could easily cause seizures and permanent psychological damage. So, like...
Well, you figure too, so he had a 20-ounce bottle of Sprite, right?
Yeah.
And he gave him at least a let's say a fourth of it.
Yeah, he gave him a whole quarter of that
Dude.
bottle, bro.
Yeah.
He just dumped
So
it
you're
on
looking
his
at
face.
4 to 5 ounces of
straight LSD.
straight LSD.
And he swallowed a bitch. He's like,
Yeah, he swallowed some of it.
Well, that's the thing. He swallowed at least minimum 2.5 ounces.
But like even everything that touched a pore on his skin was getting him more high because it just sucked into his skin.
If it was say 4 ounces of the liquid, at least 3.5 got into him somehow.
That is wild. Like
that's
such a
so much.
It's such a fucked up thing to do to another human being. Like,
what was the character that did it? What the fuck was his name?
His name was Ray, according to that post. But I honestly couldn't remember anybody's name other than Connie and Nick. Yeah, his name is Ray.
I like the I 100% like as I was watching it, I was like, this is not gonna be his brother. Like,
bro, I watched this movie and I forgot about that part. I was like, oh, it's safe.
Oh no,
I used to chill out, and then I was like, wait a minute, it's not him.
Oh no. I mean,
it was too good to be true. And as I was watching it, but it's like, but they get you because they like set it up in a way where it's like, oh, you can't really tell. But I was like, it's so dark, and this guy's an idiot. Like, I feel like this is not gonna be his brother. And then it goes on for a while though, so you're like, oh, maybe I'm wrong. Like something else is gonna happen.
So I think I missed it. When does he find out that his brother's in the hospital?
When they're in the lawyer's office.
Yeah.
The
bondsman. Yeah.
So
because he calls the correctional facility, right? And he's like, yeah, your brother's not in the book. He's at Elmhurst.
Oh,
and dude's like, oh wait, you mean like the hospital? And he's like, yeah, Elmhurst.
Right. Got it. Okay. Because I like it. It just like I was so worried about other things that happened in the movie that I didn't click that like who the fuck told this man he was at the hospital? Because he went in that hospital knowing his brother's in the bitch.
Yeah. And I mean, there's a whole conversation happening in the background with a girl screaming about her mom.
Right. It's chaos. It's
a lot going on. Yeah.
It's what these directors are the best at, which is creating
Jason
chaos.
Leigh, like her just screaming in the back. I'm like, oh my god,
dude, I really like her. She's always in like a bunch of like smaller roles, but like her little moments are always so strong.
What else has she been in?
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight, yeah, is the main one.
She's been in something else that I know I've seen though.
Yeah, it's like a
Annihilation.
TV show, right?
Is she in Annihilation?
She's a doctor.
Yeah. Oh, I've had to see her in something else.
I think she was on TV too.
Yeah,
The Woman in the Window.
I've never seen that. Todd McFarlane's Spawn. That's kind of cool.
You see Weeds? She's in that for a while.
I've never seen that. I've heard people like it though. She's in King of the Hill for an episode.
Atypical. She's in a lot.
She's in The Machinist.
I think that's where I've seen her. Is an Atypical.
Machinist? Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's old boy's mom, right?
I think so. I've never seen the show. I've only seen like
yeah, I
screen grabs.
I think she's like his mom.
She's a main character.
She's at Fast Times at Richmond High.
I can see it.
Yeah, she's the main character
of Fast Times.
Yeah. She's the girl that gets knocked up by the one dude, and then wants to date the nerdy guy afterwards.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I didn't know that.
I think that's her first big role.
Huh. I mean, yeah, that was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, it's the third movie she ever did.
I wish
she had a pretty good career.
You want to know who hasn't had a very good career? I feel like he should have been in more. Is Barkhada Abdi, the security guard.
I was like, he does look familiar.
He's the dude from Captain Phillips.
But that was like his first role, so he's still like new to acting.
I mean, that was 2013.
Yeah.
Captain Phillips?
Yeah.
But like to have a banger and like it's kind of hard to follow that up in a first role. Like a lot of people don't.
Yeah. I mean, in his broken English, I feel like it's probably really hard to cast too.
Yeah, because he's always playing like similar roles. Like he's only done like 5 movies.
No, he's done a lot. Pirates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 movies. Or no, 10 movies that have come out. The 11th and 12th movie are in post-production.
That is a lot.
But they're not like big movies. Like a lot of them are like really shitty looking movies.
And he's always playing like just like an African person.
Yeah, he's always just a pirate.
Who was he in Blade Runner 2049?
He had to have been some gang member.
It says Doc Badger. I've never seen the movie.
Yeah, but like I don't know who that is.
It's got to be some bit part.
But like if you look at like so like Eye in the Sky, he like plays a Somali like person. Like and then he's in the other movie he does is like some low
I
budget
mean, you
movie.
get typecast, dude. Like it should.
I mean, he
you know?
definitely got typecast.
I 100% like of these movies, like 5 of them, he's playing like stereotypical characters.
But
I
like,
mean, he's good though.
do you guys know? Or so I want to say that this is the story. I hope I'm remembering it correctly. The director of Captain Phillips apparently was in a cab, and this guy was the cab driver, and he heard him, and he's like, "You're my Somali pirate." And so he just cast this cab driver as the main villain in Captain Phillips because he was like, "Hey man, I like the cut of your jib, buddy."
Oh no.
I mean, that's
Damn.
dope. Could you imagine? You're just like driving around and this guy's like, "Hey, I like the way you sound."
Do you
Fucking
think he was? Do
get
you
in
think he was
here.
underpaid?
So
Maybe they
Fuck
just gave him, like,
yeah. They're like, "What are you going to make in a
$1,000?
year?"
So
Go
it
ahead.
makes sense because he was a limousine driver, so I could.
That's
totally
what it
see
was. Yeah.
that. He did that. He sold phones in the mall before that at his brother's shop.
That's kind of dope. But like this dude is like now like everybody of course knows him as the guy from Captain Phillips, the I'm the captain now guy. Yeah. But like he's still famous. Like I'm sure
Yeah.
No, 100%.
can you imagine how many people run up to him all the time and they're like, "Tell me you're the captain, dude. I want to know that you're the captain.
Come on, bro.
Come on, say it into my camera." And he was just driving the limousine. Like,
Dude,
it's
wait,
nobody's
that shit
business.
earned him a British Academy Film Award and for Best Actor in a Supporting Role.
So I've never seen the movie. I've only seen his clips, but he's
Yeah, I've never seen it.
fantastic in it.
Dude, the ending scene is so good in that movie.
Really?
Yeah, like how they go about like solving the problem.
That was very good of you, the way that you didn't spoil that. I'm super proud of you because that could have been real bad. You could have really fucking spoiled that. But like I think that's so dope. And like, you know, he's not a very big part in this, but even
So, like-
his acting is so good. Go ahead.
So he got paid 65 grand like for that role, which like
For Captain
in acting-
Phillips?
yeah, which like but I mean for your first role where you're doing 3 side jobs like to get 65 grand that's nice.
I mean, yeah. And he probably wasn't even a part of SAG. They probably just had him on set and they were like, "Hey, don't tell nobody." Because I don't know what the
Yeah.
SAG actors like base pay is. But if it's $65K, that kind of sucks. But
I mean, I could see it being 65K. Like that's still like
yeah. And how long do you think they shot that movie? 3 weeks, 4 weeks for principal photography?
I feel
Because
like
it's all on the boat, right?
from start to finish like 2 months. Like
That's
I
still
don't think
not
it was,
bad.
like-
65K in 2 months? That's a deal.
Shit.
Dude, as long as it was less than like literally like
What?
I mean, honestly, even if it was a year, like a lot of people don't make 65K in a year. Like
Yeah, that's true.
He wasn't making 65 in a K probably all his jobs combined.
Yeah.
Plus, so especially they say that they did this at the end of the year. He had made his year salary plus 65 grand on top.
Yeah. I mean, and then he did movies basically like once every fucking 6 months after that, kind of.
And you know he got paid like a couple $1 million at least for his other roles after this because he got
Yeah,
nominated.
after he won a fucking like British Actors Award, he had to have been like, "Come on, look at me. I'm the British actor now."
I mean, shit, we can look at his net worth right now.
Oh, you know that shit doesn't matter though.
No, but I just want a general estimate.
He's worth 6 Somalias. The
What?
entire country.
He's the Somali president.
Oh my god, he's ambassador to America for Somalia.
Yeah, they have his net worth at $100,000.
Seems kind of low.
Seems
Yeah, it
kind of
doesn't
low.
add up.
I think it might shoot up depending on how his next movies do, because he's got
Oh,
one coming
so-
out in 20. Go ahead.
January they just did an update. He's worth now $200,000. But that's like saying
Should
like
double.
he has like $200,000 plus like he still has money.
Yeah, he's
Like that-
liquid. He's liquid for $200,000.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like not everybody could literally be like I could just spend $200,000 a year and be like
Yeah, that's true. And he probably has like done other stuff too outside of just his major movie roles.
yeah.
He probably like makes appearances places and gets paid for it. That's the dream.
That is the dream.
Oh, apparently that Adventureland is a real amusement park.
Huh.
Damn.
We should go to it.
They just said, "Hey, let's use this shit real quick."
It's
Yeah.
like crazy that he won the BAFTA but didn't win he didn't win the Oscar, right?
I mean, that's not that crazy.
A lot of times they go kind of hand in hand, though. Like they vote.
I mean, it's the
close.
same thing as like the Golden Globes and shit like that too.
Yeah, because a lot of them cross over voters, and I think the Oscars and the BAFTA, like they have more so than like the Golden Globes.
Oh,
like,
really?
Golden Globes has more people that don't have Oscar votes.
Yeah.
But it's obviously changing every year because people get in, get out, die.
Yeah. Adventureland, by the way, has 37 attractions, 2 roller coasters, 3 water rides, and 32 other rides.
Is
This
there
is
a
in New
movie
York?
called Adventureland?
Yes, I think.
Is that the one with
Lex Luthor,
from Social Network? Yeah,
Jesse Eisenberg.
there we go.
We fucking got there, dude. Boom.
We
his
need to
ass.
say like
yeah.
I feel like Zombieland is his most known.
And we went the 2 extremes because
Yeah.
Social Network is highly regarded as one of the best films ever, and then
Yeah.
fucking Justice League or whatever,
Yeah,
Batman
like,
v Superman.
Like people hate him for Lex Luthor. Like,
Fuck that guy. He's got more money than me. I can talk shit.
really, though.
Is it called Adventureland?
It is, yeah. I wonder if it's the same place.
I'm gonna look it up, dude.
I thought Joey just said it is.
No. The Adventureland in Good Time is the same place, but we don't know if the Adventureland in Adventureland is the same place.
Oh.
Because it might not
Probably
be.
not.
But it's also a theme park. That's why I'm like, maybe it is.
I mean, if it's got like chains, if it's a chain place like a Six Flags, then maybe. Because this Adventureland, it takes place in Western Pennsylvania. Oh no! And is
No, that's in New
loosely
York.
based on Adventureland local theme park in Farmingdale, New York.
Oh,
So it's
shit.
loosely based on it. So how the fuck they got to name this movie Adventureland? I'm not so sure.
yeah. So that's weird. So they literally made their own theme park instead of shooting at the theme park.
Yeah, that's weird. Nah, what are you gonna do? You know?
Maybe we need to go to that theme park. Clearly, it's like
I'm down. I mean, I don't know if we'll be able to ride the rides because they look busted as fuck, but I'm here for it.
yeah. Shit. Adventureland, I like that movie. Ryan Reynolds is pretty funny in that.
Yeah, it's a good movie. That's another one of those. Just like this movie, it's a nice little indie hit.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the indie hits.
Honestly,
Fuck big media, dude.
I don't know about that, man. I really like Spider-Man.
I mean, I like them
Oh,
both.
shit.
I ain't a hater.
But like, I wish I could have seen Good Time in theaters. Like, I think this
Bro,
movie
the
would have been
sound-
crazy in theaters, dude. Like nuts. Cause
I could see
Because
that.
this has the same like thing with the Uncut Gems where the sound is just like noise, like unsettling noise.
unsettling.
At times.
Yeah, that is like
And,
the
like-
perfect description of it.
High pitched shit, like a fucking nice high pitched shit.
Like I got the tinnitus or whatever. Yeah.
Dude, Robert Pattinson is gonna be a good Batman. You know,
Dude, I mean, I know people were saying it beforehand, so I'm just going to sound like a fucking broken record or whatever. But this movie truly does make me believe that he's going to be a pretty badass Batman.
So like when people were shitting on him when they were like, "Oh, the guy from Twilight," I was like, he's done so many other good movies since Twilight, though. Like, so I knew like he wasn't gonna be like dog shit, but like,
Damn,
just-
bro.
no, people like online were like killing the man, dude.
Yeah, but those people are weird because it's like Michael
They've also probably never even seen Twilight. They're just
Yeah.
going off of it, yeah.
But like those people are probably also the ones who are like, "Oh, Michael Keaton's the best Batman." Nut.
Oh, Ben Affleck sucks.
I mean, and it's like everybody was saying that Michael Keaton was going to be a dog shit Batman. And it's like it's literally the same shit happening that happened in the 80s. And these people just like
same thing happened with
can't.
Heath Ledger, and then even Joaquin Phoenix. Like,
Yeah. You didn't know that Heath
With
Ledger
Joaquin?
I mean, that's only cuz Joaquin Phoenix is fucking weird though. Nobody knew what he was
Yeah.
going to do with it. But
Yeah.
like I mean, Heath Ledger's the biggest one I feel like cuz they kind of gave him
they're
the
like
Oscar cuz
guy
he killed
from A
himself.
Knight's- Yeah, they're got a guy from A Knight's Tale from fucking
No, it's the guy from fucking
What's the
10
other
things
movie?
10 Things I Hate
Yeah.
About You. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
biggest fucking movie he's ever been in. And then
Yeah,
Batman came out and they were like, "Oh my god, he's my Joker."
Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
So like, I think he gets nominated. No much. I definitely think he wins because he died. Like,
I'd be interested to see who won that year. But like, yeah, Robert Pattinson is, especially in this movie, he's so fucking intimidating. And like,
Dude.
he's not a big dude. He looks pretty
No.
wiry. And
he's scrappy, dude.
oh my god, I know.
And he's scheming 100%, dude, all the time.
So
He's taking in info. He's like, how am I gonna fucking scheme this up?
dude,
How am I gonna fucking
that scene in the car was dope as fuck. Like him putting it all together, and he's listening to this dude, and then he's like, what was that fucking place called, dude? Where's the money at, bro? We gotta go there now.
And even with the little girl, where he was like, "Oh, he sells drugs. Where he live at?" Like he
Yeah.
was always
He
like,
was
"Where's the
always
money?
trying
Where's the
to-
money?"
I mean, it almost worked. He almost did
get
it.
that 10K, man.
Had he not made a ruckus, had he just left when the getting was good, he'd have been all right. Like he should have let that guy get drunk, asked for the bottle of acid, and then just left.
He had
Shit.
multiple opportunities to get the acid and just get out of Dodge.
I think.
But then he did.
Go ahead.
Do you think he would know someone? Do you think he knew?
That was
No, he
connect?
didn't.
That was just
That's
what I was about
definitely
to
the
say.
issue.
There's
I don't
no
think he
way.
knew.
Yeah, he didn't know anybody who could sell acid. But like, fuck, man, just fucking figure it out. Just
But that's why
get a
though,
paper
when you see,
towel,
like,
dab it, and start handing them
Yeah.
out to people.
the underground, fucking, crime society. Like, dude, just they were gonna do one bank robbery. He was doing one thing. He was gonna get in, get out. Like, it's not like he was.
Yeah, there's a whole plan.
Were they only supposed to do one bank robbery though?
That's what it seems like.
He
Because I
doesn't-
said he's like,
But he doesn't come
We-
off as the kind of guy who does one bank robbery and leaves, you know?
I mean, no, but like,
No, he does
that's
the
his
one-
plan. Was
Yeah.
like, we do this thing, we get 65 grand, and we go to Virginia, and we live off the
Yeah.
land.
Would,
Lenny.
would 60 yeah, for real though. Would 65 grand do it though? I don't know that you could buy like 2
Dude,
acres of land in Virginia.
Dude's dumb as shit, dude. Of course not.
Is he dumb though?
No, this is what's gonna
No,
happen.
he's
He's
street
like,
smart.
we'll
He's
rob
pretty
it,
smart. Go
we'll
ahead.
get the money, and then we'll blow it all. And then it's like, okay, we got away with it once. We can do it again.
Yeah, we could do it again. I still have the masks.
You're
Yeah.
so strong, man.
But like those masks though were so good. How the
They kind of fucked me up. I was like,
right? And then
Wait.
Nick like pulls his shit off and it's like, is that them? Are they robbing a bank?
So the real quick, the people Heath Ledger like beat out for best supporting actor for the Oscar is like, it's Josh Brolin, Robbie Downey Jr., Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Michael Shannon.
Those are banger
But-
ass actors,
but
by the
the-
way.
The movies though, like Milk, like that's like really good.
That's Oscar bait.
Tropic Thunder, Robbie Downey Jr. was never gonna
what,
win.
dude?
You don't
He
think
shouldn't-
so?
He shouldn't have been nominated for
I mean,
that shit.
but he
No.
was the dude disguised as a dude playing another dude.
But this is who should have probably won though, is Philip Seymour Hoffman in Doubt.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know that one.
Doubt is the go ahead.
more or less. I mean, yeah, it's about the church, the Catholic Church, and all that stuff that went on.
They literally made fun of it in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
And
It's-
then Revolutionary Road is the other one.
yeah,
with Michael
Philip
Shannon.
Seymour Hoffman 100% would have won for this movie if old boy did not kill himself.
Yeah, I think so.
But I mean, Robert Downey though, he did
like, that-
he did play
yeah.
6
Fuck outta
different
here,
characters.
dude.
You
He did play a
cannot.
guy.
You know what? We're gonna review that movie and we're gonna have a serious fucking discussion about that.
That movie's hilarious.
It's hilarious, yeah, but he shouldn't be in the fucking contender for the best actor.
It's people like you who fucking bring down horror movies and fucking comedies. Because you know who got fucking snubbed? Was old girl from Hereditary. She should have won Best Actress that fucking year. And you want to know why she didn't? Because of people like you.
Wait, who
yeah,
won?
man,
though?
it's not that hard to scream, dude.
I don't want to see you do it, Eric. I'll write a horror movie and you're going to be my scream queen.
What year was that?
2018, 2016?
18.
I mean,
Yeah,
I haven't seen
2018.
Hereditary, so I can't say shit.
Oh, dude, she's amazing in it. But good time, am I right, boys?
Good movie.
I
It was a
think
good
It
time.
is a good movie. Go ahead, Eric.
Like whenever the movie's good, like we can't really say anything
It's
about
hard,
it. 'cause,
right?
Like,
I mean, but there's some things, like I know I said I liked that, he's a worthless piece of shit the whole movie, but like him making out with a 16-year-old was really fucking weird. It gave me bad vibes, bro. I got the heebie.
I mean, you knew what he had to do because like his shows have to come up on the screen, and like he's like, oh, I gotta fucking distract her.
Yeah, but like you don't fucking.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised.
But then you don't like mushroom stamp her forehead. Like there's other things he could have done. Switch the fucking channel, dude. Like.
But she knew like she would though because she obviously dates older dudes. and
Yeah, but
stuff,
like
and-
she's ride or die anyways. You think she's gonna care that he's on the fucking news? She was dating a drug dealer.
I mean, probably not, but he had to play on the safe side.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I mean, it's not okay.
The whole time,
No, I know
is
you guys
that's my
aren't-
brother.
Yeah. I know you guys aren't saying it's okay, but it's still real weird. It's still real weird.
But until that point, he was just a guy with his brother.
Yeah. It's at
Waiting
this
for his
point that
mom.
he's unredeemable.
Yeah.
Like, there's no more coming back from this. You're fucking sexually assaulting 16-year-olds.
Dyed his hair.
That was kind of a cool move, though.
He's
Yeah.
like, oh shit, let me rummage through this shit.
The little nod was funny. She's like, I hope you use it on the bottom. I don't even know what color that is.
Yeah.
It's fucking bleached blonde.
What else do we have to say about this movie? Because if there's nothing, we could just cut it short.
How'd you like that little action cut when the dude's telling the story when Ray's in the back of him of like his day out of prison and
I
how he-
loved that. So
yeah, I loved it too.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. If this is the perfect idea of show don't tell, right? Because he could have just told us the story. It could have been stuck on the close up of Robert Pattinson listening to him, and it would have just been talking. But like, no, they decided to fucking show us what he's saying, and like, it's still him telling us the day, but like, we see how crazy that shit was, and like, his vision starts to get blurry, and like, we start to see the LSD kick in, and like, it was engaging. Because if it was just them sitting there talking, I would have fallen asleep. I'd have been like, this
But like,
sucks.
this movie needed though, because if not, like, what else is going on?
I mean, the stakes were still high, and like, it's I think it just wouldn't have worked. Like,
No, this movie needed it because like it also introduces the other characters we needed, like, because
Yeah.
like if not, his buddy just pops up and like
but then you can infer by what he's talking about that that's the guy who he was buying the drugs from,
Yeah.
and like, it wouldn't be that much of a stretch, but like, this is how movies are supposed to work. You're supposed to show me the thing that we're talking about. Otherwise, it's not engaging. And when you show me this dude's day, I'm 100% more engaged
That
than
looked
if
like
you
a
don't
good ass
show me
day,
the day.
dude. I'm not gonna lie, man.
He probably shouldn't have started drinking that heavily, but it did look like a good
He
day.
went to the gas station. He's like, shit, fuck me up.
dude,
I got $5 in my pocket, and that's it.
drugs, sex, and rock and roll, dude. You're right. Like that's all he was doing.
And then when he's hanging out the fucking car, dude, oh my god, that was like,
Dude, when he
His-
went for it though,
Dude, I didn't think we were going to see his ass throw his body out of the car. I was not ready for that shit
I
at
was
all.
like, okay, he's waiting for a grass patch or a bush,
I mean,
and then
Nope.
the dude starts going like 70. He should have jumped sooner.
he jumps out of that car going like 75 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And when he hits, boom, 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 boom. I'm surprised, though, only one side of his face got fucked up.
I mean, you would think it'd be both.
Yeah, because he was rolling.
I mean, he also had that shit on the other side though too.
Yeah, I mean, he
Like,
had scrapes, but like, what'd he do? He hit like a fucking post sticking out
He
of
landed
the
on
ground?
his hand.
eye? Yeah.
I mean, so he landed and then he had to probably roll because like his shoulders were messed up.
Yeah, but how did he landed on his fucking eye? He went, and then
Yeah,
started
dude's a
rolling his
fucking
shoulders?
idiot.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he had the door open. Just wait till you get to the police station. He stopped his car. Get out and run.
And then you fucking look it. You already said
Dude,
you
you
could run for 20 miles, dude.
Like he didn't commit any crime at that point, right?
No, he was just lit as fuck.
Being a nuisance. Yeah.
No, I don't know. Like,
Disturbing the peace.
is it robbery if you don't pay your taxi driver?
Nah, this shit is a robbery, dude.
But no,
It
like
might
they
be
would've-
theft.
All that would have happened is he would have had someone come to the police station, and then they would have taken him home probably. But he just been in jail. He's also drunk. He's on parole, so he's instantly went like worst case scenario.
I don't even know if he was drunk at that point anymore. He was 100% tripping balls though,
Yeah.
because the alcohol wears off. That acid don't. He was
But, like,
feeling
he-
that acid.
Yeah, but he instantly like was worst case scenario when it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, like Robert Pattinson, worst case scenario, he's like, oh no. It wouldn't have been that bad, man.
Not paying your cab fee is considered theft of services, often referred to as defrauding an innkeeper. Usually, people convicted of theft of services must make good on their bill and pay a fine up to $4,000. So yes,
But he wasn't.
that's
But
theft.
he literally wasn't trying to rob him though.
No. But it's still theft of services. That's like literally what that means is he's stealing the service of the cab ride.
Mhm. But he wasn't. Like,
that cab
people-
driver don't fucking know that.
Well, the cab driver didn't know that, but like, if like he literally was like, "Take me to my mom's. My mom gave you the money. I give you the money." The cab driver obviously has been robbed a lot. He doesn't trust him.
Yeah.
But if the police got involved, he'd just be like, "No, I was trying to take it to my mom. I just got out of prison."
But like
And-
everybody's gonna say that though. Like it's
Yeah,
it's
But
still
dude really
theft
got
of
out of prison.
services. Yeah, he just got out of prison. Like they would have just thrown his ass back in jail. That's just it.
I mean, he probably would have been back in jail, but they would have dropped like those. That would not have held up. I'm thinking like what I'm
How
saying
would
is
it
like,
not have held up? That is
Because-
that is exactly what that is.
because people all the
they're gonna
time would
prove
get
that he-
taxis and then they would go to like, oh yeah, I'm getting back in town or whatever, and so I'm gonna run and grab the money, and you give them the money. Like that was just like a practice.
I mean, I don't know if that's general practice. That sounds like more of an exception
Well,
than less of
ideally,
a
you
rule.
would pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, but this guy is clearly fucked up in your back seat, and he's about to vomit. Fuck no, I'm not gonna expect this guy to go into the house and bring me money back. I'm taking you to the fucking police station, bitch.
yeah, I mean, but that's just kind of dumb on a taxi guy, because I would have just been like, all right, take the house. Would like, because what are you gonna do? You're gonna take him to the police station, drive him further away. You're still not gonna get paid.
Yeah, he will. That's what I just read that. Usually people convicted of theft of services must make good on their bill
So you're
and pay
assuming
a
he got
fine.
convicted.
And you're assuming that he's not gonna make good of it. Well, how's he gonna make? What if he doesn't pay him back? He's just gonna stay in jail.
I mean, but that's okay, but that's fucking everybody who owes somebody money and they sue them for it. You're right, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to take somebody to court.
So why the hell's a taxi? It's a taxi, like probably like $40.
No, but like that guy then has to pay that shit out of pocket.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to pay out of pocket till he gets reimbursed anyways.
Sure, but at least he's like, bro, I took him to the fucking police office. We're going to get reimbursed because the fucking law is going to say so.
And the taxi place gonna be like, why'd you drive an extra 20 minutes away to the police station? You
No.
should've just let him out.
If he's doing that, I guarantee it's probably in their fucking their SOP. Like,
I think that guy was just being a dick.
I'd be
But-
a
I think
dick
he was
too,
just having
though.
a bad day,
Yeah, the taxi
he heard the
guy had a
word
long
jail.
day. He didn't trust the guy. He thought he was gonna try to rob him.
Bro, you're wild as hell if you trust that guy, though. I don't care if you just got a blowy before you started driving.
Yeah.
I'm still not trusting that guy. Not even
There's
in
no way
the
I'm
fucking
going
slightest.
out of my way and then driving 70. Like
Did you think he was breaking laws himself, driving 70?
You
Yeah.
don't know where that man was at. He could have been on the expressway.
they were definitely on some side street.
Nah, you don't know that.
Dude would
And
have
I was-
died. There's no way he jumps. There's no
And
way
I also don't
jumps
think he
into
was
the
part of a
road.
company. I think it was just he was a one-man crew.
No, in New York you can't do that. Like,
Hey, he's doing it on the side, dude. Come
bro,
on.
he had a taxi thing on top of his shit. What do you think? It said
Yeah.
Uber on the picture?
He went to the pick and pool. He fucking took a shit.
And then he put it in his back pocket so no one could see, so he didn't want to pay for it.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't blame that guy. If I was a taxi driver, I'd be like, bitch, I'm taking you to jail.
That's some citizen arrest shit where that's why people get stabbed.
It really is a citizen's arrest.
I mean, but he didn't get stabbed, though. But the dude also hit him. Like, if somebody assaults me while I'm driving them, I'm for sure taking you to fucking jail then.
No, I'm
Yeah.
like, get the fuck out of my car.
That's
like-
that's the point where it becomes when he started grabbing him.
Yeah, he was like slapping him. He tried to fish hook his ass. Oh, hell no. Nope.
Yeah.
He's going to jail.
I mean, if you're that guy, what do? You don't let him take you to jail either.
I mean,
Especially because you didn't even commit a crime.
yet
Did you
he,
jump out the door?
he was talking about committing theft of services, man. That's a
No,
crime.
he wasn't.
Yes.
He literally was saying, "I'm gonna get the money for you." He didn't say, "I ain't paying you, bitch."
Yeah, but this dude was also looking like this when he said it. Hey, bro, I'm gonna get you that money, bro. I'm gonna get it for you, bro. I don't have it, bro. Like, nah, hell no, I'm not believing that guy. He's trying to steal from me.
I'm just saying, that guy, and now he never got his money back.
Nope.
Oh well, yeah. I was like,
You think they're gonna?
I was
they're
like, what do you
throwing
mean? He got convicted. No, he didn't. He's dead.
Yeah,
His ass
But
died.
even if so, they 100% would have thrown that out because he had the more serious crimes
Ooh.
of like, because they would have got him for breaking out in custody, and they
Yeah.
wouldn't have worried about.
No, they would
the
have tacked
$20
it.
fee.
No, they always tack it on. Are you
No,
kidding
because
me?
if you plead, you can get stuff taken off, and there's no way he doesn't plead because dude's a pussy.
I was about to say, yep.
You think he's
'Cause-
pleading though?
Yeah, he's trying to get as little time as possible. And he's also telling Robert Pattinson, this is all if he wasn't dead.
Yeah, if they weren't scraping him up off the side of the goddamn street. I mean,
so this is a hypothetical that
because he can just blame it all on Robert. His boy Khalif is safe.
but he wouldn't though. That's why he climbed out the fucking window all crazy.
well, no, dude's just an idiot though. Like
Dude was just drunk as hell.
He was drunk. That's what the problem was. And
dude was a lightweight, dude.
I mean, he was
You don't
chugging
know how hard he
bottles.
went.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he started off
hit
with that
him
little
fast.
one.
But it wasn't
He
even
probably chugged all
little. It
that.
was like 2 handfuls of liquor. He was like a baby suckling at the teat of that bottle, dude.
How did that security guard have such a nice apartment?
A drug dealer?
Fair enough.
That's the views Joey do not reflect.
Dude, I'm just throwing it out there. Nobody else gave me he makes pottery and sells it on Etsy. I don't fucking know, dude.
He
Maybe he
owns,
has 2 jobs. Maybe
owns
that's his night job.
Adventureland. You fuck.
Wait, what'd you say, Eric?
He owns Adventureland.
Maybe he was
That's
just
his-
covering the shift.
It's his theme park.
Yeah, and he's just helping his boy out because there's only 2 people who work it. Him and the other guy. Him and Robert Pattinson, apparently. This man getting in that security car, though, I was like, he's just trying to get caught. Like, what
He
the
didn't
fuck are
get
you
caught,
doing, though? I
So
mean,
how did they find him back at the house? Did I miss something?
so
Or does
when
he wake up?
when the dog attacks old boy, a neighbor sees it and she calls the cops.
Oh, okay. I missed that little thing. I seen the dog attack.
Dude,
but-
it was so fast because, like,
Mhm.
even just the cut to see the woman coming out of her home and seeing the dog biting was like that. And then
'Cause I
they're
was
back
like-
inside the apartment all of a sudden.
Because I was like, okay, let me discount how much drugs they gave him. Let me just assume he got better. And then
That was a quick response, though. Like, literally, as he's leaving, and by the time he gets downstairs, the cops are already there.
But in the last 2 days, there's been a bank robbery and
Yeah.
a fucking dude breaking out of out of the hospital who's supposed to be in prison now.
Oh, so you think they're just patrolling the streets?
But not only
That
that,
or
literally
they're
there's like
on
and there's
high
amusement. The amusement park thing is also another crime.
Yeah.
Plus, they almost caught someone at the amusement park the other day when the guy went to jail in the first place.
And the
Yeah.
dudes also showed up in jeans, so they're probably undercover or some shit, just lurking in the streets.
I mean, they were most likely doing some illegal search and seizures in that black-dominated
Yeah.
neighborhood. I could guarantee that. But like,
the little girl got probably fucking put in juvie for no reason. I mean, she
Yeah,
was
for real,
shouldn't have
though.
been out, but
He was cold, dude. He was like, "Yeah, I don't know her."
if she was smart, she'd have been like, "Oh, he held me hostage. I was
she was
a
down.
victim." Man, fuck that white guy, dude. I'm not getting caught up for that.
But like her grandma takes care of her, and her grandma's like doesn't have time for her, so she's just a bad kid.
No, she's not a bad kid. She's just misunderstood. If,
Oh yeah,
if
it's her circumstances.
it is.
I mean, it is.
It is
She's
100%.
enough. She's like smart enough to rationalize what is going on and making terrible decisions.
Yeah,
She's just
but
a kid too, though.
yeah, but she's just a kid in a shitty situation. Like, just because you weren't.
So she doubles down. It's like, hey, this 30-year-old man that made out with me. Let's go around town with his buddy. That
At 16 years old, I've seen some 16-year-olds make some bad fucking decisions, homie.
And
But, like-
is she still trying to help him because she thinks it's his brother?
Right. She's still sympathetic or empathetic to his cause. Up
See, but
until
it's like,
he's
okay.
like, deuces, and then
Yeah.
disappears.
I get it up to the fact that she's seen. Maybe she didn't really see it, but the bank robbery thing, because then it's like, oh no, they messed up. Like they messed up. This is not my brother. Like at some point you gotta be like, whoa, wait, hold on, this ain't adding up.
I mean, she got hit with the spell, dude.
Yeah,
She's
she
like,
was
this
just-
guy.
I mean, he
This guy
put the thing
kissed
on
me.
her. I
Yeah,
guess.
she was dickmatized. I think that's what they said in Girl Strip or whatever.
Yeah.
But
That
like,
was so
yeah,
funny.
she was just like, you know what? He,
An adult that's like cares about me.
yeah,
cares.
and clearly cares about his brother and like wants to do the right thing. But like,
I
little
mean,
does
he
she
loves
know,
his brother.
And he's a little
No.
blonde boy, Summer.
I don't think he loves his brother at all.
I think he
What?
does. I think he loves him, but the thing is, he's doing what he thinks is best for him, which is
Yeah.
not what's best for him.
No,
I think he means well.
I don't think so at all. I think he's simply using his brother as muscle. That's why he's like, you think I would have ever been able to do that shit without you? Look how big and strong you are. Like, He's not going to do that shit alone because I'm not giving money to some fucking schmuck who's just here by himself trying to rob me. Yeah. But if there's a bigger dude right next to him, I'm definitely handing that money over. You know,
like, I never thought of it like that.
People
I still
like
think
that.
He does love his brother, but I do think he still is he's just such a shitty person that he uses people when he doesn't even really have to.
People like that don't love anybody. They just don't. Like, because if he loved him, he wouldn't be doing that.
But if he didn't love him, he could have just let him rot.
No, he still needed his brother, though. Because clearly he needed the fucking money, and nobody else is going to rob a fucking bank with him other than his mentally ill little brother. Like, 100%, the dude was a sociopath. We've seen it throughout the whole movie. He doesn't care about what he does to other people. And you could say, oh, well, he still loves them because he's trying to break him out. That's not love. He's doing it simply out of necessity.
Means to an end.
Exactly. That's it.
But, like, he's going out his way to get, like, even, like, he could have kept that money, took that money, and then just rode off to the sunset. But he's still going out his way. He's doing... Like, I understand, like, there's no way he goes through all that extra without loving his brother. Because after the first couple times, you're just like, hey, man, he got to rot. He got to just take this one.
I don't think so.
Because he could have just gone up to his girlfriend and said, hey, fuck my brother. I got enough money for me and my girlfriend. We go to Florida.
Let's take this trip.
He didn't like her. What do you mean? He's not going to go with her.
Yeah, he didn't like her.
I mean, he was going to take her money, but, like, he could have got away until things blew over.
But that's not love. Maybe he's doing it out of respect. Or, like, maybe because that is his brother, but to call that love... If he doesn't
love his brother, there's no way he does that for anybody else.
I know. I think you're just putting love out there a little too loosely.
If he had another big dude with him, do you think he tries to do all that to get him out?
No.
Why?
Because then he doesn't need his brother. The dude's a loner, dog. It's just him and his brother.
Dude, he could find other scumbags. He really found a new scumbag that day.
But he didn't trust that guy anyways. Like, he can trust his brother because his brother is slow and he's big. That's it.
But shitty people can love people. Like, just because he's a bad person does not mean he doesn't love his brother.
I don't think so. I think if you're a shitty person like that, I honestly don't believe that you have the capacity to love anybody other than yourself.
But we didn't see him do anything outside of, like, the goal was to get his brother out. Like, everything he was doing was for his brother. If he was, like, doing other stuff, like, we don't have any other scenario to be like, oh, how would he react in these situations? So, like, I can only take it as is because he loves his brother.
I mean, but again...
No, I think we got to think about... Okay, say he loved his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he obviously...
She's always getting him money and stuff.
Yeah, so helping him. So his brother helped him by being big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, and then for instance, he could drop her, he did.
Yeah.
So I think Joey's right.
But I think if his girlfriend was in jail and, like, it was a similar situation where she was helping him do schemes, I don't think he goes out his way to break her out.
You're insane. He 100% will.
He's just looking for someone else to use, essentially.
And he knows he can use his brother.
But he knows he can manipulate it. He can manipulate almost anybody.
That's not true.
He manipulates people through the whole movie.
He doesn't manipulate Khalif when he comes and tries to get the fucking acid. He knows when to pick his battles. Because he was like, oh, I'm fucking leaving. These guys are going to kill me.
Yeah.
So, like, clearly he does not think that he can manipulate everyone. He only keeps the people around who he knows that he can manipulate. That's why he's a fucking sociopath.
Yeah. I just don't think there's enough evidence to say he doesn't love his brother.
There's not enough evidence to say that he does.
I initially thought that he did love his brother, but hearing Joey's point of view...
The reason you guys think that is because you guys aren't fucking sociopaths.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Like, you're not
normal
thinking...
people.
Yeah, you're not thinking about it from the point of view of this fucking scumbag.
So then why does he take all of the weight at the end of it then? Why does he take and say, it was all my idea?
Because he probably couldn't fucking talk his way out of it.
But what does it matter, though, if he doesn't love him?
Because his therapist and his family members all knew that it couldn't have been Nick. It was Connie.
Yeah, so what the fuck's he going to say to the cops? Oh, my slow brother is definitely he's the mastermind over there. No.
A sociopath would.
Sure, he maybe said it, but clearly that shit didn't fucking work.
Yeah.
The way they say it is like, oh no, Connie decided to,
So I
Of
already
course they're gonna
addressed
say
this.
it to Nick.
I
Yeah.
already addressed this. Who is that doctor talking to? He's not talking to the audience. He's talking to Nick.
Yeah.
And they already know what's going to set Nick off. And attacking his brother is not going to fucking help get this big-ass dude under control. Because the whole point is to try to make sure that Nick doesn't explode. Because if he explodes, he's going to attack people like he attacked his grandmother. We saw that. They told us that in the movie. They, already brought that up. So, for the doctor, thank you, to be like, oh, no, your brother's a piece of shit. He's going to be like, don't talk about my brother. And then fucking smash him. The doctor is not talking to the audience. He's just not.
Where else have I seen that doctor, dude? Was he reminds me of Howard Stern.
He's
but
an
like
old white
an
man
old
number
white guy.
6.
Yeah, he
in every movie. But I don't think his brother took the fall on purpose. I truly do not believe that because
I don't think he did.
Robert Pattinson's character hasn't shown us that throughout the whole movie.
I just don't. To me, it's because he loves his brother. Because outside of I understand what you're saying, but he has so many avenues to just get out. Why would you just not get out? Why go through all that trouble? Just to have a muscle?
Because he doesn't have money now. Because it's in the dude's safe. He's literally broke. So the only hope is that he gets another 10 grand. Gets his brother, and then maybe they rob the fucking bondsman.
Yeah, they were gonna have to rob somebody else. Because you had no money. The money is gone. Poof, it's gone already. Into the ether.
And that's why he was trying to find the bag of money, but they never found the bag. So they was like, okay, so now the LSD, okay, that shit's gone through.
But he was only. But he could have just got the LSD money and took that. I mean, I don't know how much that goes for, but he could have got that and just been like, "Fuck it, I'm going with my girlfriend. She can get money. Let's just get out of here."
No,
her girlfriend was in lockdown.
But there's no way that would have happened though. He knew. He truly did measure every opportunity because we see him as that conniving fucking bastard the whole movie. No, he knows that the only way he's going to be able to get out of here and go shack up somewhere in Virginia is with his brother because we already saw them work well together at the beginning of the movie. We already saw them rob a bank together. Clearly they're idiots and they got fucking pepper sprayed or whatever. But I think that he thought that was it. If he didn't get his brother, there's no way he was going to get all the other money.
Because even when he goes to the Domino's bathroom, the instant thing is, my brother's slow. I need to help him. Instantly says, it's not like, give me a minute, you fuck.
He's using his brother's disability to his advantage. Because he's
he still loves his brother, regardless of him being a piece of shit.
No, he's displaying sociopathic tendencies. If you're a sociopath, you do not love anybody. You just don't love people. You just don't.
But the issue though is he's I understand it, but it still would have been so much easier for him and less of a headache if he just went away for a week, to that night try to break him out and to do all that stuff to break him out.
But you're putting rational thought into a very irrational situation.
To a chaotic
Yeah, but people
individual.
do very non-rational things for love. Love will cause you to do all kind of craziness.
You know what else fucking causes you to do stupid shit? Being fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Right. So how are you just going to automatically put it in the bucket of love when he's just being an idiot?
Because if he doesn't love his brother, I don't think that he goes through all that effort.
Or maybe he's just being an idiot and not just dumping the brother and going to do something else. There's nothing that is it's just like Annihilation. You can't prove it to me with hard evidence. Just like apparently I can't prove it to you with hard evidence. Cause
I also think
go ahead.
Robert Pattinson's character, he truly believes he can manipulate everything. He is a protagonist. He can get away with anything. He can scheme up any scheme
until he can't.
Plot armor is strong through most of the movie till it isn't.
Right. So it's just him. I mean, and you even see it in the scene right before he gets caught. He's just a cocky bitch. He may have taken this as a challenge, which is something else that sociopaths also do, is he thinks this is not insurmountable. I'm smart enough to do this. I can handle this. And then when he gets caught, I think he really does just go, oh, fuck. That's it. The game's over. I can't play anymore.
even in the back of the police car, he's probably scheming something up, dude. He's probably he did that fucking face. He could no emotions, no nothing.
He had the brain blast, and then nothing happened. But like, I don't think that guy loves anybody. Just like Adam Sandler's character doesn't fucking love anybody in Uncut Gems. That man don't love nobody but himself. And you can't prove...
He loved Julia Fox, dude. Come on.
I don't think he did. I think he just loved her ass. And that was it. He said, she got a great ass. And I got my head.
Someone has a video on Does Connie Love His Brother?
I mean, and I would love to watch that. Because I don't think he does. And you're going to watch that, and he's going to be like, no, he's a sociopath. He doesn't love his brother.
Hates his brother.
And then you're going to be like, no, he loves him.
I still believe he does love his brother because it just.
But you're not coming from it from the right point of view. You're coming from it as somebody who loves their brother. You're coming from it as somebody who wants to believe that this brother could never hurt his brother like that. Because subconsciously, you want to believe that your brother would never do that. So you're hoping this person who has a sibling is a good person. But he's not a good fucking person.
He doesn't really hurt his brother. Like, he thinks his...
He fucking convinces his slow brother to rob a fucking bank, man. How is that not hurting your brother?
I mean, people commit crimes all the time.
He takes him out of the therapy.
But it's... yeah, he's doing things throughout the whole movie that degrade his brother's fucking mental state.
Yes, he could have made more progress without him, but he does it to his brother because
he's a piece of shit.
And
I'm not arguing whether he's not a good person or not.
Right, but like then that's not love.
But how do we know that he doesn't do it because he doesn't think he tells his brother, you think you're one of those people? Like, you're not one of those people.
Yeah,
how do you know this? Because he doesn't want his brother to be treated that way.
What good is his brother to him if he thinks that he's just a useless fuck?
What's good to anybody if they think they're useless? He doesn't want him to think he wants him to think he's normal, and he wants him to have a normal life.
No, he wants him to believe that he's big and strong so that when he takes him into stressful situations like a bank robbery, he doesn't fucking crumble. That's the whole point, dude. What are you talking about? We see it throughout the whole movie.
Robert's like, hey, you want to hold the bag? And then it explodes. Instantly, he's like, what the fuck did you do?
Yeah, he's not a kind, loving brother.
He instantly blames him. He's like, what the fuck did you do?
I mean, what do you say in that situation? I hand you the bag and something blows up. I'm what are you going to assume?
But that's evidence that he doesn't love his brother. Because if he loved his brother...
So if his brother makes a mistake, he's going to just be like, oh, it's all right. You fucking got shit all over our money.
I mean, the first thing you should do is not assume that your brother fucking dumped why the fuck would you instantly assume that your brother did anything bad?
I mean, he assumes that he triggered whatever was in it. He doesn't assume he fucking put that paint bomb in there.
You don't know that. What evidence do you have that he says that he doesn't believe that? You don't hear him say that.
You don't hear him say, hey, man, why'd you fucking set off the paint bomb?
Eric just said that he says that.
What does he say?
It says, like, what did you do? Like,
yeah,
he
that's all he
says,
what did you do?
That's the same thing.
And then it clicks off when they're transferring. When they're transferring to him, whenever they both set it off.
But he still instantly accused his brother of doing something wrong.
Yeah.
But he's love bombing him. This is fucking this is textbook asshole behavior who does not love them. All he does is he love bombs his brother until his brother does something wrong, and then he's a fucking asshole to him. He does not care about this man. He doesn't. He only wants him for whatever he can get out of him.
I'm just saying, he could have left him so many times, and he goes out of his way the whole time.
But you're not the movie. But you're not the movie character either. Like, in that situation, there's no telling what you would have done. Like, of course we can speculate about what could have happened, what the movie could have been like, but all we can go on is the facts. And the fact is, he's a fucking asshole who doesn't love anybody.
Yeah, he's an asshole that spends the whole time trying to retrieve his brother.
No, trying to break out his fucking partner, dude.
I don't think that if it was a different partner, he does all that.
But we won't know because that's not where the film went. Another thing I would like to point out is when they were running in the mall, he left them behind.
Dude, that is a perfect idea.
When they're running through the mall, he yells for him to hurry up, and then he goes to the door, and then his brother crashes through the glass.
If he loved him, he would have gone back for him.
Yeah.
That's just it. A good loving brother would have gone back for his little brother. Or
at least tugged him along the whole time.
But he didn't. He just left his ass. He didn't give a fuck. And he heard that glass break. You're not telling me that he didn't hear that fucking big ass.
I mean, he was pretty far ahead.
Nah, fuck you. He heard that shit. Like, no, there are too many points in the movie where if he really did love his brother, he would have done something differently. But he doesn't, because he kept just using his brother to make money off of him. That's it.
Or he would have just turned himself in, I guess, if he really loved his brother.
Yeah, there wouldn't have even been a movie because he would have been like, I'm going to do the right thing by my little bro.
I mean, that's a shitty movie.
But but that just, I mean, I feel like that's what would have happened. If he truly did love him, he would not have let his brother suffer.
No, he doesn't. He's not trying to have him suffer. He's trying to get him out because he's like, we can both be out until the point where until they can't both be out. And then he chooses, okay, I'm going to take the heat and you get out.
I still don't think he did that shit willingly.
I mean, we don't know, but
sure,
I can
but
only
then
go off of the whole movie. He tries to get his brother out, and when he's finally caught, it's him or me, and I'm gonna take the heat. You're so you can get out.
But I feel like every like crime heist movie is like that though, like because that's the whole point of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I mean, again,
what's your point? They could have both went to jail.
But my point is that a loving brother would not have had the movie happen the way that it happened. He just wouldn't have done it. He would have just turned himself in.
A normal loving brother, sure, but he's still a bad person. He's a bad person that could bad people.
I mean, a normal loving brother would have never been robbing a fucking bank with his right.
Yes.
So like
he's not a normal person.
Right. But then you're ascribing normal people behavior to this fucking guy. He's not normal.
Even non-normal people can have normal like emotions and have normal moments.
Sociopaths can't. They feign it.
They're saying in this movie he is a sociopath?
No, because no doctor ever talks to him. But he's.
You can have sociopath tendencies and not be a sociopath.
Sure, but like, then where does it stop then? How do you know that he's not a full-blown sociopath?
I mean, we don't. We only can go off of the fact that I feel that the whole movie he's trying to take care. He's trying to get his brother out until he can't, and then when he gets in, he decides I'm gonna take the heat so you can get out.
No, but like there are more points towards him not loving his brother than there are towards him loving his brother. Like the only
when the whole movie he spends trying to get him out.
So what? That's his partner. He doesn't have
to. A sociopath would still not do that.
Yes, they would.
Just let him ride.
No, they would because they still need people to fucking manipulate. That's like a big point for sociopaths is that they need people to manipulate.
So and why would he not manipulate other people? Why would he waste his time on someone that's already in jail?
Because his brother is easier to manipulate than other people because he's slow.
But if he's a sociopath, he'll find other people. He can find other slow people. He can find other people that... He could find that guy. Like, he could find... It's so easy for him to find other people to manipulate.
That guy was ready to kill him. Yeah, he knows his brother's not going to kill him.
He kind of tried with Ray, but then Khalif was like, oh, let's fucking blap this dude.
And that's the problem with him trying to fucking manipulate other people who are in fucking drug trades and shit like that, is they're just going to kill him because there's no bond. He's manipulating his brother's bond with him and using him. That's all he's doing is using him. I know you think that it would just be super easy for him to just go find somebody else.
So if you use someone, that means you don't love them.
No, jackass. This character. I'm not talking about generalized.
This character, but what you're saying though, I get what you're saying, but what you're saying is not proving that he doesn't love him because there's also moments in the movie that shows that he loves him.
No, you're just assuming that he loves him.
You're assuming that he doesn't.
Right, because I've seen the way that he treats other people throughout the entire movie. I've seen it. We see how he interacts with other people. You can't tell me that we didn't.
He drops his girlfriend. He drops that girl.
He just clearly thought that there was more things he could get out of his brother. That's it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but you have no other evidence other than the movie happened that points towards he actually loves his brother. Do we have a super sweet scene where him and his brother are sitting down and they have a heart-to-heart?
No, because they're on the run the whole movie, and he's in jail the whole movie.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that there's no obvious signs that
he takes care of that guy so much when he thinks it's his brother. Like, it's not like he treats that guy like shit. He assumed when he's like trying to get him out there and put him in the bed and try and take care of him, and he's like, oh, hey, don't wake my brother, let him sleep, because the whole time he thinks it's his brother.
Well, for one, he knows that his brother is going to overreact once he comes out of whatever comatose state that he's in. So he's probably telling those people, don't wake up my brother, because he doesn't know how his brother's going to react. Again, we find out in the movie that he broke his grandmother's arm because she didn't like the way, or he didn't like the way that she was talking to him. So if he knows that his brother has violent tendencies, of course he's going to tell those people not to wake him up, because he knows his brother is going to fucking hurt them. Because he's scared and he's in an environment that he doesn't know. So it's not out of love. He's just trying not to fuck up the good thing he has going, which is this character in a nutshell. I want a good thing to keep going, so I'm going to do everything I can to make sure it doesn't get fucked up. There's no retort. Your retort is, yeah, but he tried to break him out, so he loves them. It's not love. He's just doing it out of necessity.
But you say that like he didn't have other options.
What other options did he have?
He literally could have left. He literally could have used other people. He literally could have, waited till it blew over. Like, there's no why does he do it all in the one night? Like, why does he need I need to do it in this moment, in this night?
Because he's trying to get his brother out of there as soon as possible so that they can do another job and get the hell out of there. He clearly...
How do you know? He never says he wants to do other jobs. The whole time he said...
He doesn't have any money. What money is he gonna... But what money is he gonna get back? They don't have the money. It's all covered in pink shit.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they have to do another job.
Then how are they gonna get out of the state?
He's gonna scam somebody else.
They would have to do another job. There's no way they're going to get $65,000 like that. He's not Adam Sandler's character in Uncut Gems.
He doesn't need $65,000. That's just the money he got from there.
I mean, he clearly planned it out and figured out probably a property he could buy for $65,000.
No, he didn't. He went in there and he was hoping there was more money in there. And then when she had to go to the back, because nobody...
I think you're not giving him enough credit for the actual criminal genius that he is. Because he pulled that off.
Why... A bank robber would not send someone to the back where there's no one to check on them. There's no knowing what they're going to do. You have no idea if they're going to... they're going to call the cops as soon as they go back there. Why would a
That's why they ran. That's why they wore masks. They solved that
the
problem.
The fact that they had those masks was like next level already.
Those were nice masks, actually.
Yeah, so they thought that out. He had a boy
they
probably...
They were dressed up as construction workers and everything.
It was a well-thought-out scam.
He could easily... If they would have just took the money from the drawer and left... There would have been no problem. That what a smart person would have done.
Because they had the alley already set up where they're gonna dump the clothes, and then go through a kitchen, and then they're at the pickup spot already.
Yeah. But it's when they go to the back is when she puts the thing in the fucking bag. Like if you would have just took the money or had her go get money from other drawers, then they could have got out. Then there would also been no movie.
Keep talking because I'm figuring it out.
I just don't think he's that
I figured out that those dye packs that they do come in aerosol versions.
Oh, what?
See, I've never seen that.
Yeah, that's a cool ass touch. Because
that came off a lot easier though than like I've seen in other portrayals.
Oh yeah.
Well, because the other shit is ink that just shoots
it's like
directly
that blue
at
ink
you.
That's stuck. Like they got that shit off. But I guess you say because it's like tear gas or whatever.
And typically it triggers 10 seconds after they leave the door. It's the door that triggers it.
Oh, that makes sense.
It was clicking. So that is what it is. Because when he passes it, you hear like a click, click. I assume when he passed it over, they hit something, but it was a timer going off.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And it's usually 10 seconds, they say. So once you leave the bank, 10 seconds later, it explodes.
Oh, that was longer than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, left them.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably got shitty ones, you know?
I mean, he didn't have a good goddamn getaway driver. How smart can you be when you got a good goddamn getaway driver?
Was the getaway driver in on it? I couldn't tell. I legitimately could not tell. That's not me being an asshole.
I think it was a taxi driver, right?
Yeah, I also think that.
it was in a black car. That's not a taxi. They're in New York, so all taxis I think are yellow taxis, aren't they?
I don't remember the taxi being yellow, the one even the other guy takes, but I don't like.
No, the other one was green, but the getaway car was black. They roll up in like a black Ford.
Yeah, I think it was like
that guy again.
a person.
I mean, he might die.
No. That guy who was the getaway driver, he crashed and he was passed out. I don't think he was dead. He wasn't going that fast.
I don't know, man. He hit his head on the goddamn fucking steering wheel, though. He was concussed at least.
100%. If he's not healthy, he might die. He went and
got a goddamn getaway driver for a bank robbery. That means he has other people. He just didn't have a phone half the goddamn time.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
The other person he calls, who else does he call? The lady, the girlfriend, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That was it? You were just wondering who
Yeah.
else he called? Oh, I thought there was
I'm
more.
trying to call a different person, but like, no, it is the girlfriend.
So he calls the girl's mom at some point, I think. He calls the girlfriend, and then he has the guy call Khalif, and then that's it.
Yeah. And then he calls the hospital once.
No, but he calls the hospital not from the cell phone. He calls it from
the
security
amusement
office.
park.
Yeah.
Which was so dumb too. Like, bro, you're calling about a prisoner.
Dude, that's him.
Maybe that's what the tip off was. Maybe that's why they were looking around there.
No, because the cops getting to the amusement park was not fast. It was the cops getting to the apartment building that was way too fast.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying though is, so they call about someone being convicted. So like, it would make sense for them to be like, man, should we be looking out around, where the security guard is just in case?
Because dude, they were speeding though on those highways, man.
Yeah.
Those shots where the car, they were speeding.
Why else would a security guard call about a prisoner when they're actually like, and someone just broke out of that hospital? So I could see them like surveillancing the security guard's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a point.
I can't believe that dude fell though. That was wild. I knew he was gonna fall, but it was still wild.
Yeah, he's wild as fuck for even trying to get
drunk
out.
As shit, dude.
And they got him right away. Like, he's on the wall. It's not even like they like. He didn't stand a goddamn chance.
I mean, when he noticed that they were on that side, the fact that he climbed out of the wall, like out of the window on that side, is just so stupid. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
How did they get upstairs so quickly?
Who?
The cops.
They were running.
Cause like they're like chasing him down.
So but I think that adds to the chaos, right? Because like time is almost moving too quickly and super slow all at the same time. The concept of time is weird in this
movie in general.
Right, and the dude was drunk, so who knows how long, like, we see it happen over the course of a couple seconds, but, like, who knows how long it actually took for them to, like, get upstairs, and he's, like, freaking out the whole time.
Because we don't really know how long it takes for his buddy to come, and they're in there for a long time, because they went at dark time, it's light when they come back.
Right, and we also don't know if there were cops on the other side of the building coming in as, like, he's looking out.
I mean, yeah, that's probably true. They probably had some people on. So the guys on the street were probably the close people because they were like, oh, if he runs,
Yeah, we got to get him.
Yeah,
and then they probably had like a SWAT team on the other side of the building running up the stairs and shit.
Yeah. Because I mean, that building looked like it was fucking high. I mean, dude definitely didn't survive that. It's just thud.
I mean, that it looks so bad. The CGI of him falling was so bad.
Come on, dude.
And they had $2 million.
I mean, all they had to do was fucking put a dummy up there, and then
that would have looked worse.
I don't know. I think a dummy looks good sometimes, though. I think sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a dummy or not.
They would have got a used dummy. It would have looked like shit.
It would have. It would have been covered in blood already, guts hanging out and shit.
It would have been the wrong size. It wouldn't even been the right height.
It would have been a big black guy falling instead of a little white guy. I love that character though. That dude
was funny though, the whole movie.
He was. And he was a perfect juxtaposition to Connie's character. Cuz the guy knew he was a piece of shit. He was just hoping for the best.
Yeah. And they even had a conversation when he's just like,
bro,
you're no better than me.
That conversation was so good because he's truly not. And maybe that's why, like, assuming that he did turn himself in, maybe that conversation is what spurred that. Because, like, he thinks he's going to get away with it. He thinks he's better than everybody. He thinks he can do it. And then he got caught and fucked just like that guy did. Like,
because that's the, as far as we know, that's the first time he's ever been caught. So maybe it did. Like, maybe the sequence of events finally made him realize, like, oh, shit.
It was like a humbling experience.
Yeah, he was like, my brother the whole time, that was better for him. And, like, even with the grandmother, like, I'm the wrong here.
Or he thought he was going to go to jail and start a criminal empire. He's like, I made
shank day one.
No way. He's like, I made this dumb fuck do everything that I wanted him to do. All those other idiots in jail are going to be super easy.
You know who makes out in this movie though? The drug dealer, the drug dealer friend, I guess you can say, because that bottle's there.
Those cops are grabbing that bottle.
Dude, they're looking. If you're looking at it, though, you're just seeing. I guess unless they see it, if they don't see it fall out, then you're just like,
he threw that bitch. He went, yeah, and just tossed
I thought it just like fell. I couldn't really like. It was it was a weird angle. It was like a helicopter view.
So from that bird's eye view, it looks like it goes like 20 fucking feet. Like, it looks like he fucking chucked that bitch.
To me, I was like, he's running with it, and then they're about to catch him, and then it just gets spit out because
I feel like there's so many cops watching him, though, that 100% somebody saw that bottle and was like, oh, we're going to get his ass. I don't know if that bottle has anything other than Sprite, but we are getting his ass.
I mean, yeah, that drug alone, like he had... I mean, he beat the shit out of that dude. He broke and entered. He kidnapped a 16-year-old girl.
I was just about to say that. He 100% kidnapped a 16-year-old. Yeah. Like, yeah, he's going away for a long fucking time.
I mean, no matter what, even if he doesn't turn on his brother, he's fucked. Like, even if he turns on his brother, he's fucked.
I mean, but it's first time offense. Who knows? And the whole movie, it's like...
But it's like 4 felonies. It's not like it's like some misdemeanors.
Yeah, but it's not like he had a gun on him. So he could maybe like skirt the line a little bit because he didn't have a deadly weapon. Because like
he did say he was armed.
No, but you can say that you're armed, but if they don't fucking catch you with a gun on you, like that doesn't matter, right?
I guess it doesn't matter, yeah.
It's as soon as they find the gun on you, then they tack on the with a deadly weapon part.
And he didn't have, like, honestly, he didn't take that much money.
No, we don't really know what he took because all we saw was like her flash the 50s, and then for whatever reason he had Nick check the bag for how much they had in it. Yeah. So it could have just been the same $20,000. She went back there to drop the pod in there and then left.
But that's smart to have him check it too, though, because like if your brother is like mentally he's just not all there. Like mentally, he's gonna be like I would never have my brother check that if I committed a crime. Look at him. He doesn't know, anything.
No, but he had to keep his eyes on the bank teller.
Yeah.
So, like, he had to have...
he put a little too much faith in his brother checking that bag.
Yeah, he did. Because if he would have checked it, he would have been fine.
Shit, he's the muscle. Hey, you stare her down while I look in his bag.
Yeah, but he was like...
But the note would have been...
He was like, my face itch.
Yeah.
What's it called? The die pack... You can't see it. It's like hidden within a block of the
No,
steps.
I don't think he ever. No one ever.
And it also flexes too. So like.
Oh really?
Yeah, you can't test. Bend it. Like, oh, there's nothing in here.
I feel like though, if you're robbing a place, wouldn't you just rip the band and fucking flip through it looking for them anyways?
I mean, you don't got time, dude. That's an extra 4 seconds. So you in that bank.
When you go to the back, they all the money. They give you a whole stack of money that blows up. It's not like one. So like so when you bank rob, that's why I don't know why people do that. Like when you have someone go back, they have like a deferred, like I'm thinking only obviously bank people only know about it. It's like, hey, in a robbery, that's why you just give them the drawer stuff and you let them go or whatever. But if you go in the back, there's like a separate section that like has the die in it.
So what you're telling me is that if I'm going to rob a bank, only take what's in the drawer.
I mean, yeah, that's been proven to be the successful way to do it. Like,
I have not looked up enough bank robberies to know for sure, so that's why it's news to me. It's because that's totally brand new.
Yeah, it's in bank robber movies where it goes like shit is when you go to the vault.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
It's always when you go to the vault because it takes longer, and 2, like they always put some shit in the bag.
That's good to know. We're learning.
Not in Heat, dude.
No, I've never actually seen Heat.
Oof, creme de la creme, dude.
I know. I've heard that it's like amazing.
Sean Connery one,
Al Pacino and Robert De Niro one.
Wait, didn't we watch it?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of The Rock.
Yes.
Why are we she got a great ass all the time?
Because it's funny.
I don't know.
Jack
I've never quoted that.
Said it. Jack quoted it, and that's the reason that I started quoting it. And then you were also on the call when I really started quoting it. So now we just say it a lot. That's really the only reason why.
That's just how things go.
Yeah. It worked its way into our collective consciousness.
What we need to do is that video is 9 minutes and 16 seconds. We need to do a be right back for 9 minutes and 16 seconds. So when I'm wrong or you're wrong, we could just have the
we're ending this shit.
I mean, yeah, we've already been streaming for an hour and 45, and we still have 15 minutes worth of other shit to do.
Yeah.
I'll do a video reviewing this video, though, after this. Fair enough. Go ahead. One more thing before we start this.
Did we ever cover the Rotten Tomatoes?
No. We just kind of hopped in it.
On the tomato meter. 81% for the audience.
I don't think audiences really liked Uncut Gems either, right?
I mean,
I don't know.
most people don't like movies where the main character is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, because you don't have no one to root for in this movie. The only reason people like this movie is because it's a good movie in general. Like, most of the time, people want to have someone to root for.
Uncut
Like,
Gems, 92% on the tomato meter, 52% audience score.
52?
Yeah. Which is wild.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Audiences don't like movies where unlikable characters are the main part of the story.
You should be saying stupid audience goers don't like that.
Yeah,
Because, like,
I mean,
I feel like you should be able to analyze a film and be like, though I don't like this character, this movie was fucking baller.
yeah, but majority of people go things based off of. That's why there's a whole A-list celebrity crap, because people are like, I would go just for this person.
Yeah, those people are stupid.
Yeah, it's a majority though.
Yeah, but a lot of people are stupid though. I mean, like,
In general, yes.
if you take the bell curve, the people in the middle are not that smart.
Yeah, I know.
There's only the people on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely take the bell curve approach, though, for sure.
Do you have one more thing, Eric? It sounded like you were going to say something else. Okay. All right. Favorite part. James, go.
Favorite part probably was
the love story between two brothers.
Two brothers. Two brothers. I mean, I really liked the Adventureland like stuff or whatever. Because even though he like beats the shit out of that dude, I like the aggression of the security guard. First of all, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck you guys up."
I love
and then when he
that.
catches the first guy, I was like, "Oh shit, this movie's not that long, so like, is he gonna catch them?" And then when he gets beat the shit out of, I'm like, "Oh fuck, I forgot this movie's about Robert Pattinson being shitty." Never mind.
He is
But
not
it was
a
cool
hero.
in that moment because I was like, "Oh, dude, this security guard, random security guard, he's about to be the hero."
He's the captain now.
Yeah.
Look at him.
But and it was really entertaining. Like even when they're trying to find, she's like, "Bro, I don't know." Like
It was dark.
It was dark.
Yeah.
And then he can't get over the gate. Like that whole sequence to me was just ridiculous, and I loved it.
He should have popped his ass.
It just boosts me, bro.
Just boost me, bro.
Yeah.
My shoulder, bro.
Like bro is like unconscious in a coma practically, and he's having him hop over barbed wire fences.
I would have. Yeah, I feel like I would have just gone in there alone. Fuck that guy. Grab the bottle, leave his ass.
They would have been better off knocking on the front gate and beating the shit out of the guy, and then just walking through it willy nilly.
Yeah, I don't know why they thought there wouldn't be a security guard or like what their plan was.
Dumb fucks, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, because the other guy's like, we went in here and got him, but then like the cops catch you, jackass. Why do you think the cops come?
Yeah.
The guy probably beat the shit out of him earlier.
Yeah, that's why he was so ready to beat his ass again.
Yeah.
Eric?
I think my favorite part.
Eric,
really
scoot back a little bit, homie.
Oh, shit. It's because I stood up.
All of a sudden, I thought that too.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that made me lose my favorite part, dude.
You
Oh,
went-
the story.
you
When
went-
Ray tells his story.
I think my favorite part is
I mean, that's such a good character. He makes the movie better. Like the movie is great, I think overall. But once he adds that like just energy and then the comedy to it, where it kind of takes off a little bit, it makes the movie more enjoyable.
And I think they do the same exact thing in Uncut Gems. Like when Adam Sandler gets to be funny, the movie gets like leagues better because
Yeah.
it changes the flow a little bit. Like, because up until that point, up until that story, this movie was fucking dark and
It's a
sad.
downer.
Yeah, it is a total fucking. This movie is not hype.
And then they keep like showing the little grandma in the news all small.
Oh,
decrepit.
After her grandson whooped her ass, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, she could have been a piece of shit. We don't know.
She probably was, but like, she shouldn't get her arm broken.
Because, but he's like, oh, scissors and pan. And then he's like, oh, when I threw the pan or whatever. Like, I mean, there's so much more to that story that I don't know.
That was my favorite part of the movie. That
opening?
That first 10 minutes was awesome. It was so good. And like, you are bombarded with so much information all at once. You learn so much about this character. You kind of learn a little bit about the doctor. And then you definitely learn what kind of piece of shit Robert Pattinson is. Like, you have these three characters, just instantly you know who they are. And like, they does such a good job at making you familiar with the world out the gate. And like, you don't need to know much more backstory other than he's a little slow and he's a fucking tank. And so he broke his grandmother's arm and threw a hot pan at her.
Dude, Robert Pattinson comes in hot.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing to my little brother?
Honestly, I think she hit him with pans, and I think she stabbed him with scissors. The way he reacted to those scissors and pans.
No, the scissors is all about running with scissors. You can get hurt.
Yeah, when your grandma runs at you
with the
scissors.
scissors.
I'm just kidding.
Least favorite parts. Eric, go.
I don't know. I don't think I have a least favorite part.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of it, honestly.
James.
I feel like the ending could have been better. Like, I understand what they're trying to do and show him, like, getting into the thing or whatever. I think I would have rather seen Robert Pattinson's like court stuff versus seeing like his moment of like embracing the people in the room and stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of cool that they run it while the credits are going, which is a very interesting like thing because the movie's still going on as it's ending. But overall, it's kind of just like over. Like once he gets caught, it's like, okay, let's see what happens to him, and then it's kind of just over.
I kind of like that though, because like the bad guy's gone now. He's out. Now we can focus for the last couple of minutes on Nick and how Nick is getting better, and now he's healing after this guy fucked his whole world up.
Yeah.
But I was just reading it online, and apparently a lot of people hate that because it's so tonally different from the rest of the movie that people say that it's like it doesn't match. It's
weird. Like, I don't think it's like, obviously I really like the movie, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
I can see why people like it too, though.
Yeah. I don't think I have a least favorite part either. I think some parts were slow, and I was like, oh, he's being real fucking weird. Like, when he kisses the 16-year-old and when he drinks the old woman's, like, fruit juice, I was like, yo, what are you doing, dude? You're so weird.
In that fridge?
Oh, like, I don't know what the fuck
kombucha, maybe?
I'm like, is this some like voodoo stuff? Like,
that's racist. I'm glad we were both a little racist this episode. Thank you for adding a little more racism. No,
black magic.
No,
I mean she was.
It looked like kombucha. Like it looked like some weird shit like that. Because all that is like literally you're letting shit get rotten and ferment in a glass.
Yeah,
and that's what I thought it was. I was like, man, that's probably real good for her gut health.
It probably is some homeopathic recipes though or something.
At least she had the chicken nuggets, though.
She did. She's like, hey, bro, come on, man. I got the hookup.
Yeah.
I'm your chicken nugget plug, homie.
I'm your chicken nugget queen.
Who's only 16. That was crazy, though, when the chick on Cops fell onto the knife.
Is that a real footage?
I don't know, dude. It looked like it.
It's all right. Just leave it.
Yeah.
In the end credits, they were like... footage provided by whoever the fuck owns Cops.
Wow.
Fox back in the day.
That's wild as hell. I don't fuck with that. That was weird.
Dude, Cops, and then it was like that for a minute when they were doing live PD, but like all that stuff got canceled.
Yeah, because that's fucked up. That's some idiot. We could probably make a whole episode about it. That's some idiocracy shit. Like live streaming police officers arresting people. We should probably be not doing that. I feel like that's like public executions almost. Like,
I mean, but it's also showing you. I mean, it's showing you like the cops that aren't shitty too. It's like, oh, there are good cops.
Yeah, it's fucking cop propaganda. You want to know who else did that? The fucking Nazis, man.
Oof.
I don't trust the cop until they put me in jail without hitting me. So I don't trust cops.
Fair enough.
Because I ain't never going to jail.
Exactly. There you go.
I ain't never getting caught like Robert Pattinson.
Hell nah.
I'm blame it on my brother 100%.
Yep, I don't love nobody. I know I'm a sociopath. I ain't trying to put on no front. All right, cinema scores. Would we rent it? No. Would we buy this movie physically?
No.
In the steelbook.
Really?
What steelbook though? Like, what would be the? Imagery?
There would have to be a dope image on the front.
I don't care, dude.
It doesn't matter. It's chicken nuggets. It's a little chicken nugget dinosaur.
If it's them in their mask, maybe.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Would you buy this movie digitally? No.
Nope.
Would you buy this movie in the $5 bin at Best Buy, Walmart, FIE, or Vudu?
Vudu.
Yes. I would buy it in the $5 bin if it came with uncut gems. I'd be like, this is a
that's too much. That's too much to ask.
If it's for $7.99 digitally, I'm buying both of them bitches.
In 720p though.
Yeah,
I don't care. I'll take my chance.
That's the DVD quality. Would you put this on in the background when people are over? Absolutely not.
Nah.
I mean, you can, but I don't know how enjoyable it's gonna be.
Physically, you could, and you probably should only do it when maybe 2 other people are there. Everybody else left already, and everybody wants to get real anxious.
Yeah.
And would we recommend it?
I mean, yeah, I think it's a great movie.
I mean, yes, but who would you guys recommend this to?
Anybody and everyone, dude.
No.
So you're telling me? I'm sure you're joking. You're telling me you'd recommend this to anybody, but Pig is I don't know if I could recommend Pig.
To auteur.
Yeah,
I'd recommend this. If you saw Uncut Gems, you gotta see this one. If you love Robert Pattinson, you gotta see this one. If you want to be anxious, you gotta see this one.
Anybody that's like Robert Pattinson gonna be a shitty Batman, you get this recommendation.
Yeah, you have. This is a must watch if you have that fucking whack ass
If
steak.
you saw Lighthouse, you gotta see this one.
All right, ratings. Who's got some good ones?
If you love A24, you gotta watch this one.
You have to watch this if you love A24. Otherwise, you're not a fan.
Fake fan.
I mean, when A24 is good, they're great.
Even when they're bad, they're kind of good.
When they're bad, it's like, I see where you're going with this. It didn't really work though.
Oh no, Blumhouse was the one who did Love Island, right? Or
yeah, Blumhouse is really hit or miss. They're the same thing. They're low budget. Like they film all their movies for like $5 to $10 million. Yeah, and horror is so easy to make.
But they don't give a fuck about the quality.
All right, I give it 8.9 out of 10 explosive die packs.
That's pretty low.
8.9?
I thought you were gonna give it a 9 at least.
At least.
Nah, dude, I gotta reserve my 9s and 10s for
that
like
1.1 said fuck no.
Man, if you're gonna give this an 8.9,
my scale's all fucked up, dude. Like I already know. Like,
yeah.
if we ever tally up, my shit's all fucked.
Yeah. Do you have one, James? Because not I
go ahead.
I give it an 8.5. Actually, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. I'll give it 85 out of 100 miles per hour that I'm diving out of a car so that I don't get thrown in jail.
I'll give it 20 out of A24.
How much is that? What's the math on that?
I don't know what the math is on that.
With 20 divided by 24.
It's I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the math on that.
20 divided by 24. That's an 83%.
No, but like honestly though, this movie's a 9 out of 10. I'd say.
So it's like a 22 out of 24.
Yeah, I didn't want to math in my head.
Yeah, 21 out of 24. 21 out of 24.
20?
No.
21.5 out of 24.
Nope, that's so close. It had to be a 22 out of 24.
Yeah.
That's a 91.6 repeating, of course.
Of course.
All right. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on twitch.tv/SoonerLaterTV for our review of Good Time. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social medias at SoonerLaterTV. If you couldn't catch us on Twitch, don't worry. You can listen to us on every podcast platform. Just look up Sooner or Later TV. Our episodes are recorded live on Sundays and uploaded every Tuesday morning. So tune in next week for our review of the Sooner or Later game show.
And don't forget to watch Good Time before it leaves Netflix on February 10th.
Yeah, I got like, for whatever reason, I got that notification after I watched the movie.
Same.
Yeah. And I was like, why the fuck? Y'all didn't tell me that an hour and
Netflix
41 minutes ago? Yeah. All right, everybody. I got no advice for you. Just fucking be good people and actually love your family instead of, being like Robert Pattinson, who didn't really love his family. All right. We love you.
Oh, Jackass Forever comes out. Bye.
Oh, bye.